You're about to get a chilling glimpse of unexpected killers. These scenes are bizarre. Ferocious baboons, fearsome frogs, and hippos in a frenzy. These are jaw-dropping, startling, and just plain amazing moments. This sea eagle likes an unusual takeout treat. Poisonous snake, fresh from the sea. The bird will have to hold on tight not to lose her lunch and her life. A seal's sunny day at the beach goes haywire when a killer whale springs from the sea to attack. Spiders scare you? How about one that pounces like a cat? Try running from this hungry lady. But what's next is even more incredible. In our next amazing moment, a baboon goes hunting for a surprising meal. A vast flock of migrating birds has gathered at this lake. Baboons don't usually eat flamingos, but this one finds the huge crowd irresistible. He plunges into the startled mass of birds. Flamingos flee for their lives, but the baboon's too fast and strong. And its teeth are long and sharp like a leopard's. The baboon nails its prey with one bite. The peaceful lake has become a killing ground. A new food's now on the menu. You won't be skinny dipping anytime soon after you check out our next unexpected killer. In this amazing moment, witness the incredible appetite of a voracious horde. For young egrets, first flight can be a dangerous introduction to the world. A fall from the nest is not unusual. But here, something lurks below the surface, and it's pulling the bird under. It tries to escape, but it's too late. A gang of piranhas is eating the bird alive. Hundreds of razor-sharp teeth shred the thrashing bird. The egret's desperate kicks only fuel their feeding frenzy. Within minutes, the feast is finished, and the piranhas go in search of their next meal. The ferocious fish clean the flesh off the egret's bones in mere moments. Up next, hornets from hell, hippos in a frenzy, attack scene so strange you won't believe your eyes. Stay with us as we count down the most unexpected killers on National Geographic's Killers Continues. Next, a band of winged warriors is on a mission. "30 hornets are converging on a hive of European honeybees, a species not native to Japan. Inside the hive is something the hornets want. Larvae, pupae, and honey so sweet it's to die for. These 2-inch-long giant hornets are perfectly designed predators. Their stingers pump out a venom so strong it can dissolve human flesh. The Japanese hornets are outnumbered 1,000 to 1, but the European bees haven't had time to evolve a defense against the hornets' shearing mandibles. The hornet vanguard chomps their way through the front line. The bees defend the hive. But it's quickly clear they are no match for the hornet forces, who take no prisoners. Within minutes, they storm their way in and start shredding their way through the entire hive. Finally, the spoils of war. The hornets drink the honey and, like barbarians, carry off the bees' young. In the raiders' wake lies a battlefield strewn with the dead and dying. In just 3 hours, 30 hornets have massacred 30,000 bees. Think you have nothing to fear? Every year, dozens of people die from a severe reaction to this hornet sting. The Grim Reaper can take unexpected forms. Not all killers inspire fear. Who could be frightened by this little guy? These bullfrogs seem harmless enough, unless you're a tarantula. Or a mouse? Or a bird? Or a scorpion? They'll eat anything they can fit in their mouths. And for dessert, maybe something crunchy. How about Junior? But even the bullfrog can be foiled. In our next amazing moment, he tries out a new food with bizarre results. This innocent-looking newt enters the frog's field of attack. The frog strikes and swallows. The newt looks like a goner, but the battle's not over. The newt's skin contains a deadly poison. Within minutes, the frog is dead. And it's the lowly newt who struts away victorious. Facing death, the newt secretes bacteria-laden poison to paralyze and kill his would-be predator. Our most amazing story reveals even more unexpected behavior. This is a familiar hippo scene, an herbivore at rest. Although these animals look gentle, they can be aggressive, especially when dominance in the herd is at stake. This mother and her new calf have practiced approaching the herd for weeks. The calf's future depends on a good introduction. But a young male isn't in a welcoming mood. The new baby is not his offspring. What happens next has only been witnessed a handful of times. The male challenges the mother. She dashes for safety with her calf at her heels. But the water gets muddy. The calf loses his way, and the male hippo turns on the defenseless youngster. In what might be an attempt to assert his place in the herd, he takes the infant into his mouth and shakes. The baby struggles. He doesn't stand a chance. They go under. The mother tries to revive him, but he's gone. The bull has made sure that this calf won't grow up to be a threat. As we've seen, it's a wild world out there. But that's not all nature has to offer. Stay tuned for the Earth's fiercest temper tantrums and deadly encounters between man and beast.
Behold the beast
With nature's fury. Mother Nature has nasty mood swings. Her anger takes many forms. Raging power. Awesome shows of strength. Disasters of a deadly magnitude. We're no match for Mother Nature. So when we face off, the drama is intense. You'll want to run for cover when you see what's coming up next. We'll take you directly into the path of Earth's most violent forces. A hurricane in the house, an avalanche at the top of the world, a duel with a monster tornado, and fire-breathing mountains that will demolish entire towns. What you're about to see will blow you away. Hurricanes pack a deadly punch. With violent winds, torrential rains, and devastating floods. In our first story, a Florida family fights for their lives in the eye of the storm. August 22nd, 1992. A hurricane named Andrew is picking up steam in the Atlantic. But meteorologist Stan Goldenberg has other things on his mind. On the 23rd, his wife Barbara is in labor.
Early stages of labor.
As they await the birth of their fourth child, Andrew hurtles towards their home. But outside, Stan sees no sign yet of its fury.
Waiting for the hurricane. Beautiful skies. Calm. You never know what was going to happen here in the next 12 to 14 hours or so.
By early evening, daughter Pearl is born.
Makes you feel like a daddy, right?
There you go.
But the celebration is short-lived. Barbara and Pearl will stay in the hospital while Stan races home to ride out the storm with the rest of his family. All around southern Florida, residents brace for Andrew's onslaught.
We have the family here.
That night, Stan shoots this video of his 3 boys, his sister-in-law, and her family.
Joseph, Aaron, Reuben.
They know it'll be a rough night. They have no idea that they're going to come face to face with a monster. After midnight, Miami gets a taste of things to come. But this is nothing. At 4:30 a.m., Andrew slams into the coast, full force. Winds whip at 165 miles an hour. It's a Category 5 hurricane, the most intense there is. In this bad boy's path, nothing and no one are safe.
Looks like our TVs are out. Maybe the power is out now for the duration.
Barbara can't reach Stan on the phone.
You can hear that outside. You can start to hear the roar outside.
Andrew rips the plywood from their windows and starts peeling back the roof. Determined to keep his family calm, Stan puts on a brave face.
Lord, we just thank you. We ask for your protection.
As the hurricane kicks it up another notch, it's hard to believe the Goldenbergs can survive.
It is just...
By 8:30 a.m., Andrew's blown past. But Barbara Goldenberg has no idea if her family is alive or dead.
It did not look possible that anybody could be alive. And that was just a mile or 2 from my house. And at that point, I really felt despair.
160,000 people in the Miami area are suddenly homeless. 44 are dead.
There must have been about, let's say, counting and trying to estimate.
And as the hours pass, there is no phone call to let Barbara know that her family's made it through the night. Barbara's neighborhood is demolished. Her house is smashed to bits. This is all that remains of the kitchen where her family was holed up. Then, finally, a call comes in.
I still remember the first time I got through to her on the phone. You know, I just wept. I mean, it wasn't just the excitement of getting through to her, it was me pouring out the emotions of what I had been through. I mean, we'd been through an incredible experience.
This wall fell on us, containing the refrigerator, the stove, cabinets, all fell on top of us in that small space you're looking at. The mattress and everything, that's where we were pinned and protected during the worst part of the storm.
With their home ripped apart around them, Stan and his family survive one of the fiercest hurricanes in history.
Lord, we just thank you. We ask for your protection.
Think that was amazing? Witness the awesome power of an enormous avalanche and race a terrifying twister when we return. Unleashes its fury in the frozen Himalaya. In our next story, a cameraman stares down white death at the top of the world. Annapurna may only be the 10th highest peak on Earth, but it's 4 times deadlier than Everest. It kills 1 out of every 5 climbers who tries to conquer it. Its most lethal weapon? The avalanche. Get caught in one of these babies and you'll be smacked down and sucked under at the same time. If you don't die instantly, you could be suffocated to death under feet of snow. Still, fearless climbers return to Annapurna year after year. October 1997. Brothers Jose and Jesus Novas of Spain are out to conquer the mountain.
Nos vemos.
Cameraman Alejandro Rocha stays behind to film their attempt. Odds are, one of the brothers may not make it home. Tons of fresh snow cling to the mountain's steep slopes. Annapurna is now a ticking time bomb. The brothers forge ahead anyway. Soon, they are mere specks in the distance. Then, as Alejandro films, his worst fears come true. A colossal torrent of snow and ice crashes over the climbers. Avalanches can reach speeds of 80 miles per hour. This one is thundering straight towards Alejandro. He can't bear to face his killer. He retreats to his tent. This is the face of a man waiting for death. Miraculously, the massive avalanche grinds to a halt just a few yards from Alejandro's tent. His life has been spared.
¡Estáis bien!
But what about Jose and Jesus?
¡Estáis bien!
No one responds. They could be anywhere under the snow, crushed by the avalanche, or buried alive. Alejandro searches with his camera for any signs of life. Suddenly, he spots something on the side of the mountain. He can't believe his eyes. An overhanging ledge has protected Jose and Jesus as the avalanche steamrolled over them. The brothers are thrilled to be alive.
Tranquilo, tranquilo.
Que se meta debajo de la...
Estuvimos debajo de la nieve por lo menos un minuto.
Y es lo que puedes ver en la máquina después.
¡Pedazo de luz! ¡Que nos pilló! Casi nos deja secos, tío.
With nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, Alejandro and the Novas brothers survive a death blow from the planet's most dangerous peak. Most of us run from nature's fury. Now, a guy who heads straight for it. Springtime in the Plain States is prime time for tornadoes. With winds raging up to 300 miles an hour, tornadoes kill more than 80 Americans a year and can flatten a town in seconds. June 24th, 2003. Storm chaser Tim Samaras is in Tornado Alley looking for trouble.
This thing turned into a big gust front.
His goal, to place as many scientific probes as possible directly in the path of a giant twister. The trick, do it without getting killed. The perfect conditions are forming near a tiny hamlet called Manchester.
Weather Service Doppler radar indicated a tornadic thunderstorm running southwest of Wisconsin, moving north.
Tim and his teammates drive towards a massive thundercloud. About 7 miles out, a funnel starts taking shape.
Oh, look at the laminar tube.
He tries to get closer, but no roads lead in the right direction.
Oh, let's take this and go up and around.
This is a dangerous storm. Take shelter immediately.
I'm gonna wait until I get the right angle.
Take cover now.
He outraces the tornado for a few miles.
We took the road heading east, basically going right into the path of the tornado.
North.
Okay, good.
One probe down, 5 to go.
Oh, we gotta get hit!
The chasers estimate it's at least an F4 tornado with winds over 200 miles an hour. A twister this fierce can level a well-built house and turn a mobile home into a missile.
That was good, I think.
Tim's probes will record wind speed, barometric pressure, and other data. If the tornado sweeps directly overhead, the more he deploys, the better the odds.
Person, hit. Whoa!
Can you drive, please?
But playing chicken with a twister is a dangerous game.
We got 3.
The tornado shreds a nearby farmhouse, a reminder of what 200-mile-an-hour winds can do. Still, Tim is determined to deploy the last of his 6 probes.
We need to drop one. Yeah, we don't have time. All right? Don't have time. We don't have time. Seriously.
He was saying that, but I was thinking something else. I was already out of the car. I got the probe, I put it on the ground, I jumped in. I deployed in 5 to 7 seconds.
Then suddenly, the tornado turns on them.
It's coming back on the road. It's coming right at us, too. We got to put it on.
Twisters can accelerate at speeds of 70 miles an hour. This one is only 100 yards away and bearing down fast.
Listen to it.
If it catches up, it'll fling their van through the air, then crush it like a tin can. The driver puts the pedal to the metal, but the tornado seems to be gaining. The twister chases the van down the road. Then, at the very last second, veers away and loses steam. They escape unharmed. Not everyone is so lucky. It's only after he downloads the data from his probes that Tim learns how close they came to the belly of the beast and certain death.
This is the one at the corner of the house. This is absolutely amazing. From the time I turned it on to maximum pressure, 82 seconds.
Oh my gosh.
82 seconds.
That's all you had.
That's all we had.
82 seconds from the tornado's center, but mere moments from its outer clutches. Any delay, and the tornado could have sucked the men into its deadly vortex. Tim came within yards of the most violent winds on the planet and his own mortality.
It's certainly the closest I've ever been to a tornado, and I don't ever want to be that close again.
But sometimes there's no escape. When we return, the most amazing moment in nature's fury. A fearless couple faces off with a fiery mountain. And later, a cameraman comes under shark attack. Couple braves death when mountains roar to life. An erupting volcano is a dazzling sight. But get too close, and you're not coming back. In the 20th century alone, these fire-breathing monsters killed more than 70,000 people. But to Maurice and Katja Kraft, volcanoes are a blast, no matter the risk. They are volcanologists, one of the world's most dangerous professions. There are so many ways to die here. Poisonous gas, searing lava, and missiles of burning rock. But even at the edge of an erupting volcano, the French couple is fearless.
For me, an active volcano, especially volcanoes that I know very well, those are like friends.
For me, the danger is not important. On volcanoes, I forget everything, and there is no more danger for me.
Scientists and filmmakers, the Krafts have seen more active volcanoes than anyone on Earth. There's one magical place they return to again and again: Hawaii, and a volcano called Kilauea. A lava lake seethes with molten rock, 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit.
For us, being here at the edge of a lava lake is like being on a beach in Hawaii. This is our beach, in fact.
But it's a dangerous coastline.
You have to be very careful because it can collapse and you just take a hot bath and be cooked in the flow.
On Hawaii's eastern shore, rivers of fire rush into the sea, an epic clash of nature's most primal forces. It's the kind of spectacle that thrills the Krafts, even after 2 decades in the field.
We have seen so much big eruptions that now we wanted to see bigger and bigger and bigger. And more enormosities, better it is for me.
In June of 1991, Maurice and Katja are on Japan's Mount Unzen, determined to capture an even more incredible display. But so far, Unzen is only spewing puny rock flows. To see anything dramatic, they have to get closer, no matter the risk.
I am never afraid, because I have seen so much eruptions in 23 years that even if I die tomorrow, I don't care.
Ignoring warnings, the Krafts and a caravan of journalists drive to a valley just 2 miles from the summit. It's a fateful decision. Within hours, Unzen unleashes a massive avalanche of searing ash and rock. It races down the mountain at 150 miles an hour, consuming whole villages and incinerating 179 homes. When a camera in a nearby village captures this footage, the flow has already killed 43 people. Among them, Maurice and Katja lie dead, consumed by their passion. In the awesome power of the volcanoes they love, their spirit still burns bright. have seen nature at its most merciless.
Lord, we ask your protection.
It's certainly the closest I've ever been to a tornado, and I don't ever want to be that close again.
For me, the danger is not important. On volcanoes, I forget everything, and there is no more danger for me.
Up. The world's top cameramen can't run scared. Dangerous beasts are part of the job.
Oh boy.
In Deadly Encounters, we'll share amazing stories of filmmakers who get closer to the kill zone than you would ever dare. But even pros can get too close. To get the shot, these guys will face off with animals they can't even see. Serpents in the jungle. Creatures of the deep. Moments straight out of a horror movie. But these scenes are for real. Ever wonder what it's like to look death in the face? Nature's carnage doesn't faze wildlife filmmakers. Blood and gore are part of the job. But every now and then, a cameraman sees something so primal, it's shocking. In our first Deadly Encounter, an unsuspecting filmmaker captures a battle so intense, it gives a whole new meaning to the word raw. Kim Wooliter grew up in the African wilderness. He's no stranger to the grim realities of predator and prey. Tonight, he and partner Dale Hancock plan to film leopards hunting. Dale carries a bank of lamps in his Jeep for lighting the scene. Although it's dangerous to travel alone, the men decide to split up to search for the stealthy cat.
If you're not prepared to put up with what nature throws at you, you probably shouldn't be out here.
Wooliter thinks he may have found what he's looking for. But leopards aren't the only predators out hunting tonight. And these aren't leopards. Sounds of killing and carnage surround him. There's an epic battle going on in the darkness, but without lights, Wooliter can only listen to the attack.
Move it up there. I need those lights in a hurry before they pull this thing down.
Okay, I'm coming.
Although most of us would freeze in horror, this seasoned pro is determined to capture the scene on film. He needs Dale's help fast. The battle's getting fiercer. Wooliter hopes the hunters don't turn on him. Finally, Dale arrives.
8 mile lines there.
Only yards from Wooliter's Jeep, an incredible struggle. 8 lions attack an enormous buffalo, but the animal refuses to die. For almost an hour, the buffalo fights back as the lions begin to eat him alive. Awestruck, Wooliter films while the pack eviscerates the giant beast. They go for the jugular. lions like their meat rare. This is pure primal appetite, and Woolader's caught it all on film.
This is what it's all about. Hanging in for moments like this. That's one scary looking lion.
This guy's gotten incredibly close to film an extraordinary battle. It's an amazing scene of predation. You might be willing to film the pain, but how about feeling it? Our next deadly encounter pits man against beast.
Okay, I'm worried about this.
Herpetologist Brady Barr is about to meet a legendary snake, a giant python that has been stalking a town in northern India. This silent hunter strikes without warning or fear, devouring animals as big as children.
So he saw a python actually attack a small cow, a calf, and kill it.
The townspeople want Brady to catch the snake and take it away. Brady's faced off with fearsome animals before.
Wow! This may be the biggest one we've ever captured.
But he usually manages to keep the upper hand.
God, I guess he's a little freaked out about being part.
Today, he may meet his match. If Brady can find the snake, he'll need to wrestle it into submission before it snares him with its coils. Where could the python be hiding? Being ambushed by a constrictor can be a deadly business. The snake would bite Brady with 4 rows of backward-facing fangs, while its thick, muscular body would squeeze him, stopping the blood flow to the heart in just minutes. Brady's brave, but not stupid. He brings colleague Jerry Martin with him for backup.
I've got a huge python. It's the big one. It's the big one. Everybody, wait. Don't come running up. Don't come running up. Okay. It's gigantic.
Can you reach it?
It's gigantic. It's bigger. No. It's as big as my leg. I'm going to need your help.
Stop.
I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. Okay. Wait, he's tongue flicking. He sees us.
The python sees Brady. The tongue flicks are its way of sizing him up. He can sense if Brady will make a good meal.
Don't anybody go any closer.
Brady's never tackled a snake this big before. It's as long as a pickup truck and can swallow prey 4 times its width. Brady tells Jerry to grab the head while he goes for the massive tail.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Okay. You can be sure that either I'll get the head or the head will get me. 2, 3.
Go. I got him. I can't hardly hang on. You got him?
I got the head.
You sure?
Yeah.
Hang on to him.
But this snake's got moves even the pros can't handle.
Hang on to him.
Yeah, I got him.
Ah!
It goes after Jerry first.
Oh my gosh, watch out, don't let him bite your face. Don't let him bite your face.
Don't be in the corner.
Then it tries for Brady.
Don't let go of that head. I'm afraid of that head. Okay. All right, man, he's around my neck.
The python squeezes Brady's body with a vice-like grip.
You want to get that away from your neck?
Yeah, I know.
His lungs gasp for air. The crew's stunned. They didn't expect Brady's encounter with the snake to go like this. The python shifts its grip. In an amazing moment, Brady pushes back and regains control.
Man,
this is the biggest snake I have ever seen.
I know. Oh, I found him, baby!
You laugh now.
Just a few minutes more, and Brady could have been a goner. Out of the python's death grip. As she gathers her strength, the crew guards against another attack.
Your hands all right?
Yep, he's having his hand all right. He got the glove off, but he continued. He wouldn't let go. I don't know how bad. The thing that happened was, he got the glove off somehow. He just ripped it off. And this naked hand was in his mouth. So I put that hand in so that he couldn't crunch down on it. I did it just like that, but you can see why he got the thumb. It was sticking up.
Oh, boy.
Well, the only way you learn these things, isn't it? Is by trial and error.
Yeah.
That was an error.
An error she won't quickly forget. But Valerie's close call isn't as terrifying as our next deadly encounter. In our most amazing moment, an underwater cameraman fights for his life against an even more dangerous shark. In the waters of Mexico, a National Geographic team of scientists tries out an innovative device. To get a closer look at the lives of sharks, these scientists hope to attach a remote camera called Critter Cam to the shark's body. It's a great idea. Once Critter Cam is on the shark, he'll be his own cameraman, taking footage of his life. But to get Critter Cam on the shark, the scientists will have to wrestle a beast with killer instincts. For cameraman and shark specialist Nick Kaloyanis, it will be an unforgettable event. By chance, the scientists haven't caught just any shark, but a bull shark, one of the most notorious hunters in the sea. Hundreds of pounds of lean muscle and rows of serrated teeth make this beast a dangerous creature to aggravate. The team's strategy? 1, attach the camera. 2, move to safety. 3, let the shark free. But the shark has other plans. As Nick films, the shark twists left. The restraining line releases, and the animal is free. As the rest of the team scatters, Nick keeps filming. He's confident the shark won't attack unless provoked. But just then, from behind his lens, Nick is surprised to see someone try to hook the animal, but jab it instead. Before he can move, the bull shark turns and comes straight for him. Footage reclaimed from Nick's camera showed these chaotic images. The shark bites Nick's leg. Dagger teeth crunch down from ankle to thigh. The camera falls, spinning down to the sand. The shark continues to attack, ripping flesh from Nick's hand. Another diver shouts for help. Shocked, the team realizes Nick is under attack. As they watch, the shark's thrashing pushes Nick's body to the surface. Incredibly, he's still alive.
I come to the surface, and the shark's still on me, and I'm getting tired at this point. I'm losing a lot of blood.
The crew rush to save him. While the fishermen grab the shark, teammates pull Nick aboard.
Get Nick in this boat. This boat goes back to shore right away. Hey, help here, come on.
They didn't expect this.
Hey, help here, come on. We'll keep pressure on these points now. Hold here.
Salvaged film shows them quickly improvise. They use a wood plank as a stretcher.
I could see that I had some major problems. I could see right down to the bone. My leg, hand, everything was split open. Ligaments were torn up. And I just felt like I'm going to need some really good medical attention.
Nick's rushed to a hospital. After 7 operations and months of physical therapy, he makes a full recovery. He credits his camera with saving his life.
You can see when the shark got finished with the camera. I mean, this is almost bulletproof material. It's 3/8 of an inch thick, marine-grade aluminum. And these are some of the scratches that the shark made on the outside of the housing. Ever since, I have never complained about housings, camera housings being too big. They can't be big enough sometimes.
Incredibly, before the year is out, Nick is back in the water, filming sharks. He says he's more wary of human mistakes than an animal he knows and respects.
I have no inordinate fears of sharks. I just have much greater caution to my fellow humans. This shark was provoked, plain and simple.
In pursuit of amazing moments, these wildlife filmmakers have taken on deadly encounters and gone where few dare go.